Is it okay for me to start an episode looking like this?
Yeah, man, look, bro. This is how you should start every episode. A little bit less chest.
A little less?
No, that's good now.
The amount of stuff we have to go through to get this show on the road? Well, it is the blooper episode, so what you're gonna see is unfiltered, untouched, and it is what it is, because this is what? Welcome to another episode of the BG Show.
Use teaser, take 3. Get it together.
All right, get back up again.
Oh man.
No, it's the lunch. It's the lunch. Sorry, guys. Anyhow, should we keep going?
No.
Oh wow.
Today, Chris just said great show. Yes, it's a great team. No, that's whack.
You're the host of the Brandon Gonez Show?
Apparently.
Where did you come up with the idea for the show? How did it all come to you?
Well, it was always in my head. I mean, I think about a lot of things in my head.
Yeah.
It's about, am I gonna say it? Am I gonna put it on paper? This one, it came to me and I said, it's time to say it and it's time to put it on paper. So I put it on paper. Unfortunately, I was blessed enough to have very talented people be able to take what was put on paper into reality.
Can you name any of those talented people?
I can name them from start to finish. Burns.
This is the real Brandon Show. This
Okay.
Brandon's on this side.
What's your first and last name,
BG.
please? What's your first and last name?
Brandon Bentley.
Okay. So your first name is Brandon.
My first name is Brandon.
Okay.
Dakota Ray, and I am the head of strategy and ops here at Gonez Media. That's what I do, and on the show, I'm here to provide energy, baby, energy.
You're gonna go through with
No, you have to get that line.
That's a good one.
No, you have to get that line in the show.
Take me to church, I worship like a dog on Saturday night. Now, show me your life, I believe that. Give you my life, take me to church.
What's up, guys? I'm cameraman Chris. I don't know how I got that name. I think Brandon just spit it out one time while he was behind the desk and it seemed to have stuck.
No, at virtual school, Chris, hold it together. Cameraman Chris, hold it together. Hold it together, Chris.
So my name is Evan Randall, and I'm one of the directors of partnerships here at Gonez Media.
My name is Michael Edwards. I am a director of partnerships here.
So one thing that's huge is, when we started January 4th, we were at 60,000 followers, total on all platforms, and now we're at 190,000 followers. So just in 2 months and a half, we've grown over 130,000 followers, and that's something that we're extremely proud of here.
I'm Brandon, and I'm a part-time junior editor.
Another Brandon?
Yep.
Can you dim the light just a little bit? It's really bright.
Gigi, you're the first one to come here and say that. I didn't know you were such a diva.
Gigi Hong. I am a brand strategist and I do the marketing.
Can you talk about how you get Brandon going before he shoots? Smart,
Again, I mean, he's going behind the camera and giving everything to deliver in a way that gets people excited and hyped. And so he needs to be excited and hyped, naturally. And news, again, it's pretty, serious topics and it can drain you. And so, yeah, sometimes we dance, have some fun, lighten it up a little bit because some of the stuff he talks about is heavy.
Any moment from the first 10 weeks that sticks out to you?
I cried with the gun violence one.
Yeah, Shauna Brown reached out to one of our producers actually who, I think knew of one of the victims.
Shauna Brown had reached out to us and, let us know her story and the stories of the 2 other moms that had lost their sons to gun violence.
The moms who've been impacted by gun violence really did hit me.
All of our lives just completely changed in that one incident, like in that one split minute. And it's never been the same since.
You don't expect something like that will ever happen to you.
Just going through the interviews and writing out the quotes and transcribing it. When I was done, I actually sat at my dining room table and cried. I bawled my eyes out.
That's when you're at your most vulnerable. And to share that with someone means that you truly trust that person. So those moms basically said that they trust us, they trust me. And I think that's the biggest compliment you can give to a journalist, is that I fully trust you with my most vulnerable self.
It really gave me perspective into what some people are dealing with, and just reinforces the principle of just being kind to everybody, because you have no idea what people are dealing with and what they're going through. And I think that was just one of the most moving segments and interviews, and just that they stood outside in the cold for as long as they did just to tell their sons' stories.
What do you enjoy, what have you enjoyed the most putting together? What made you feel good? What made you smile?
You know, the Little Jamaica segment was really good, and I think it has to do because we actually got a real response after we put that out. The city actually held a meeting and did something after we put that out.
You know, from the Eglinton construction alone, we've lost 140 businesses. And
Like,
so,
look at this, all the empty storefronts.
literally.
And did you have a favorite episode?
Yeah, I think my favorite episode was the Your Voice, where he was out downtown asking people questions around the COVID restrictions, and you really saw people's genuine reaction. They actually had no idea.
In my opinion, I think red is like fully closed, like everything is closed.
Yeah, you think so, eh? Not on this framework. Red is actually called control, and then gray is full on lockdown.
Gray's not even a color. I think they chose gray because they don't know what the they're doing.
I loved the dating segment he did when he was with that controversial dating coach, because it was kind of edgy and a little bit different. And then, yeah, I think some of the Hennessy conversations were fantastic. I think those are really great. Good news, just like good vibes, like that's positive. There's so much negativity with news. And so I've enjoyed those as well.
Every episode means something special. I think coming out with episode 1 was a big deal because there's been nobody in this country's ever done what we've done. Like, this is what we call trailblazing. This is what we call showing that young people, people of color, who have an idea, who have a dream, who have energy, they can do big things.
Was there any moment throughout the first 10 episodes that stuck out to you?
The funniest moment actually is, I would say for me, is just last week, Brandon actually came into the office, a little bit late, and he was actually rushed. He was saying he was having a bad day, and he actually completely forgot his laptop at home.
A bad day to me is maybe spilling my coffee, tea, water on my lap.
Yeah.
Maybe I left my laptop at home. In the last episode, the whole pizza thing, like that's how, like, shall we order it? We shall. So order it. We should order a pizza.
We should.
We shall.
Let's do it.
Okay. I mean, people are laughing at that interaction, but the interaction was who's gonna pay for the pizza.
That's the real interaction. Do you read the comment section?
I do actually. I do. I cannot lie to you. I do look and see what you guys are saying.
I read the comments. I love a good messy comment section.
Is there any comments that stuck out to you?
The one telling Brandon. Oh my God, the comments that told Brandon that he needed Vaseline.
LL Cool J.
Yo, LL Cool J really be licking his lips, wow.
Nope. I'll get you another one. My lips are dry, because Brandon, I don't have it for you.
Just so you know, since that day, that guy double moisturizes his lips between every take, okay? So, thank you for the extra 5 minutes in our production.
Was there a time during shooting when you were using a monitor and didn't have any cords?
Right. We were shooting, we set up, and I had this monitor on the desk. I had this monitor on the desk, And yeah, we didn't plug it in. We forgot to plug it in. Like, I'm sorry. Like, there's lots going on. There's a lot going on, people. You don't even understand. And the lights beating down on me. People are sweating. People are hot. There's no water on the desk in case you spill it on the laptop. There's a lot going on. And I forgot to plug the one in, okay? But thank you for calling me out. Whoever called me out on that, that was big because we never had the monitor on the desk again.
The comments telling him to just get the studio to like not clap. I think the comment, I can't remember what exactly it was, but it was like, bro, we know you have like 3-4 people in there. Like, just don't even bother getting them to clap.
Okay, I think we should clap out of that.
Yeah, let's definitely clap out of that.
4.
Okay, let's try this again. Alright, just do it.
We talked about the different hairstyles you've had.
What are my hairstyles that I've had? I've had the, I don't know, I think I've
had the 2 braids.
I've had the 2 braids. For the 2 braids, I've had the all the way down to the left, all the way down to the right, ponytail up. Listen, if the hairdresser could just hurry up and open, then I can go get my hair done. That's funny. Yes. I didn't get to do the hair straight, but they will catch me with the hair straight when the salon's open. You will catch that from me.
Do you feel comfortable being in front of the camera?
I think after these 10 episodes, I'm gonna have to get my own show. Can you talk about what it's like working with Brandon?
Oh, he's great. He's so much fun.
Is he?
He's so easygoing.
Is he?
He is.
He's what's the word I'm looking for? He's kind of he's super dramatic is what I'll say. He's really dramatic.
Every phone call that we have is so different and so funny, and it takes a level of mental preparation to even just pick up the phone and know that I'm about to speak to Brandon Gonez.
Well, I mean, I don't think I'm just trying to facilitate an environment for us to excel and for stories to be told.
I think what Brandon's trying to do is bold.
The fact that Brandon has gone and done this independent thing is huge, not only for him, but for the Black community. I think that in 2020, people paid a lot of attention to Black trauma. They weren't really paying attention to Black celebration, and Brandon does that. He wants to know about the trials, he wants to know about the tribulations, he wants to know the highs and the lows, and to see somebody that looks like you telling your stories. I mean, how many times do we hear representation matters, representation matters? Representation doesn't matter unless there's something behind it. And the fact that he is going the distance to tell these stories, to be the man leading the charge, this is why, you know, he's my friend, he's my colleague, but he is just a really admirable human being, and I just have all the love in the world for BG.
Like, the issue with mainstream media is that they do not understand the importance of telling stories by the people for the people. Like, who are you serving? Like, our job is to serve the people.
Where do you want to see this show?
Well, yeah, I think that's easy. I think I want to see this show as being, you know, the #1 show in Canada.
You know, I think in a year and a half's time, you know, I think we'll be at 100,000 subscribers plus.
For Brandon's sake and just for the team's sake, like, I want to see this thing take off. I mean, there's no reason why it can't. Like, we have an amazing team here. He himself is a fantastic host. But also there's just such a need for this right now.
It doesn't just integrate stories from the community, it also integrates voices from the community to get their opinions and input on things, and I don't think there's really anything out there that I've seen like that.
What we're trying to do is grow the biggest online media company in the country, period, point blank. I think where the show needs to go is continue to see Brandon in his, in the limelight, you know, highlighting these stories that people aren't telling, that mainstream media isn't telling.
I mean, this show really is a symbol of what this entire company is going to be, what this entire media company is going to be, which is telling stories in different ways. It's bringing a microphone to the people so they can tell their stories. It's also going in depth into certain issues and topics that need to be talked about. We're building a foundation And we're able to do that because we have such strong support from the community, and we never take that for granted.
So you subscribed already? Amen to that. I know I can't come near you, but how's it going? Good. Can I get a picture? Of course. Amen to that. We're here for Jamaica. And we're here for black people. Right, Brandon? Nice to meet you guys. We're here supporting you. All the black people.
Well, just like this shirt, it's time to wrap it up. So we'll see you next week for more goodness right here on the Brandon Gonez Show. I'm your host, Brandon Gonez, BG Squad. We love you for watching, and more importantly, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and just thank you. Thank you. Prices just go up and up and up. And up and up and up.
You're tired with the crown.
Yes.
No, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed. Yes.
Clap for the heavyweight chair.
Me.
So special.
But I'm always right, so I know what to shoot.